Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, here with another video for you because I do college football videos every single day. That's what I do. Yesterday, I did my personal top 25 teams, and one of my subscribers left a comment and said, Golden Blue Dude, you should do your bottom 25 teams. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. So that's what today's video is going to be about, the bottom 25 teams. Now, Kansas, UConn, Vanderbilt, UMass, the New Mexico schools, all those teams that are known for being really, really bad, they're not going to make this list. They're just bad. We all know it. And this is going to be a week-to-week basis of teams who look the worst this particular week. It's not an overall picture. This is a snapshot of what teams look the worst in this particular week. Here we go. Starting at number 25, Memphis. They are now 3-2, and they lost to Temple on the road 34-31. I had higher expectations for Memphis. They have no business losing to Temple on the road. Now think they have no shot of winning the AAC, which is a shame because I think they have a lot of talent. This game hurt you, and it landed you on my bottom 25. Number 24, LSU. They're also 3-2, and they lost to a pretty decent Auburn team at home 24-19. Problem is, their offense looks bad, and this is the first time that Auburn has beaten LSU in Tiger Stadium since 1999. That's why I took LSU on the spread pick, because Auburn hasn't beaten LSU in Tiger Stadium in over 20 years. So now you're number 24 on my bottom feeders for this week. Congratulations, LSU. Number 23, Oregon. They're 4-1, and they lost to Stanford on the road 31-24. They were an 8-point favorite. I had Oregon, and I laid the 8. I thought Oregon would make a statement. That didn't happen. I don't think Oregon's a bad team, but for this week, they looked bad. Number 22, staying in the Pac-12, UCLA. They're now 3-2, and they lost to Arizona State at home, convincingly 42-23, and UCLA starting to fade out of the Pac-12 title picture. We'll see if they can get back in it, but right now, they're fading out. Number 21, Tulsa. They are 1-4, and they lost to Houston 45-10 at home. Tulsa was a good team last year. What happened? Now you can't even beat Houston at home. Where did your defense go? Number 20, Arkansas State. They're also 1-4. They lost to Georgia Southern 59-33 on the road. Georgia Southern is not a good team either, and you get blown out. I thought Arkansas State would finish in the upper half of the Sun Belt. Looks like that's not going to happen now. Number 19 is a team that I debated on not putting on this list because they are known for being bad. I was like, you know what? Just in case people don't know, I'm going to say it. UL Monroe. They're 2-2. They lost to Coastal Carolina 59-6 on the road. Never had a chance. That's a bad week, UL Monroe. Number 18, Marshall. We are losing. They're 2-3, and they lost to Middle Tennessee 34-28. I thought Marshall was going to have a bounce back year, possibly win the Conference USA title. I don't think that's going to happen now. Number 17, Tulane. They're 1-4. They lost to East Carolina on the road 52-29. East Carolina is one of the worst teams in the nation. Not only did you lose to them, you got blown out. And you looked good earlier in the season. The wheels have come off for the Green Wave. Not good. Number 16, Northwestern. They're 2-3. They lost to Nebraska 56-7 on the road. Last year, winning the Big Ten West. This year, getting blown out by Nebraska. That's like falling off a cliff. That's not good, Northwestern. Number 15, Syracuse. Actually have a winning record. They're 3-2, but they lost to Florida State on the road 33-30. Florida State is historically bad this year. This was probably Florida State's last chance to get a win. Well, they got it at the expense of Syracuse, and it landed Syracuse on my bottom 25. Number 14, Missouri. They're 2-3. They played Tennessee at home and managed to get blown out 62-24. I did not see that coming. I thought Missouri was better than Tennessee, and it was at Missouri. So this score just doesn't make sense. So congratulations, Missouri. You're on my bottom 25 this week. Number 13, Miami. The Hurricanes 2-3 and lost to Virginia 30-28. Honestly, this should have been a blowout, but Virginia kept giving Miami chances, and Miami almost put it off. But in the end, their inability to win games finally won. Miami is on that slippery slope of having a terrible, terrible season. Maybe not even making a bowl. That's not good, Miami. Number 12 is Cal. They're 1-4, and they lost to a bad Washington State 21-6 at home. If that doesn't land you on my bottom 25, I don't know what will. Number 11, Colorado. They're also 1-4, and they lost to a struggling USC 37-14 at home. USC just lost to Oregon State, and then you get them at home and get blown out? Yeah, you're a bad team. Now my top 10 worst teams of week 5. Number 10, Georgia Tech. They're 3-2, but they got throttled by Pitt 52-21 at home. Anytime that happens, you're landing on my bottom 25. Number 9, Fresno State. They're 4-2, but they lost to Hawaii. Not a good team. 27-24 on the road. I was singing the praises of Fresno State. What happens? They lay an egg against Hawaii. So now you're in my top 10 of my bottom feeders. How about that, Fresno State? Number 8, Indiana. I told y'all they were going to get exposed, and exposed they have been. They're now 2-3, and they got blanked by Penn State 24-0. Didn't score a single point. I believe Penn State got their revenge. Number 7, Texas A&M. They're 3-2, lost to Mississippi State 26-22 at home. Where did the Texas A&M offense go? It is nowhere to be found. That was a bad loss by the Aggies. Number 6, Wisconsin. You know, I thought Wisconsin had a shot of winning the Big Ten West. Well, now they're 1-3, and they lost to Michigan at home 38-17. The Michigan fans and players were having a great time. They were doing the jump around themselves. That's supposed to be intimidating, but it wasn't. Everybody was partying together. And now you're on my bottom 25 list. Congratulations, Badgers. Number 5, Rutgers. They're 3-2. They lost to Ohio State 52-13 at home. Made Gold and Blue Dude look stupid. I'm mad, so you're in my bottom 25 as the team that had the 5th worst week this past week. Congratulations, Rutgers. Same goes for this team. Number 4, Maryland. Same exact scenario. They're 4-1, but they lost to Iowa. Got blown out 51-14. Made me look stupid. Now the team that had the 4th worst week in week 5. Number 3, Arkansas. 4-1. They were on a roll, but they ran into a buzzsaw called Georgia. On the road, get blanked 37-0. You embarrassed yourself on national television. You definitely did not crank up that jukebox this time. Number 2 is going to be Washington. I had high hopes for the Huskies in the Pac-12 North. No more. They lost to Oregon State on the road 27-24. And then the number 1 team on my bottom 25 is going to be my team, West Virginia. We're 2-3, lost to Texas Tech at home 23-20. Deja vu. Repeat of what happened the week before, losing on basically a last-second field goal. Clock management non-existent. Offense didn't show up at all in the first half. This is a bad loss for West Virginia. And I know this is the 3rd year in a row Texas Tech has beaten West Virginia. Maybe it's just a bad matchup. I don't know. But Texas Tech is not a good team. Look what happened to them last week when they played Texas. They got absolutely crushed. So no, I was not expecting this loss at all. I was not sweating it. I wasn't even thinking about it until it happened. And that's why West Virginia is the number 1 team in my bottom 25 this week. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.